At Barkai, we teach children how to be critical thinkers. We teach them how to think and not what to think.
There's no way of knowing in 5, 10, 15 years from now what type of issues the world is going to be dealing with, the community is going to be dealing with. And the only thing that we can do to ensure that our children are prepared for the issues that will come our way is to give them the skill of critical thinking.
Critical thinking is an essential skill that our students need not only in the classroom, but in the world and in their lives in general. Especially in today's day and age, we are presented with so much information. So by teaching our students to think critically, they're able to tease through all that information that they're exposed to, and they're getting a more sophisticated level of understanding.
What it means is that I'm able to take a piece of information that you are saying right now, and I'm able to critically think, does this make sense? Is this rational? Do I agree with it?
So when they read books and when they tackle primary sources and they are discussing thematic ideas, they are taught to ask questions about anything and everything that comes their way. And then with those questions, they brainstorm them. They have conversations about them. They engage in Socratic seminars with their peers. They research their topics. And all of that allows them to formulate ideas about the world.
One example of how we teach critical thinking in the early childhood is through our natural dye curriculum. We talk about food and fibers and experiment with changing the color of things. At the same time, we're also learning about how we stay warm in the winter and what those materials are made out of. And then we make our own natural dyes and dye yarn that we then use in weaving projects. The children are getting a hands-on experience and really learning how to be critical thinkers.
One of the things that we do is we use pictures from different artists to show the story of the Tanakh. The girls would work in groups, looking at the pictures and arguing the picture. What's correct in the picture and what's wrong with the picture. Teaching our students to look at these things, being able to find it, being able to argue it, being able to compare to the text.
It's been such a pleasure, such a privilege to be able to engage, especially with my son, in really high-level conversations. We talk right now about issues like what is government and why do we have to pay taxes? His ability to have these really high-level conversations come directly from what he's learning in the schools.
Barkai, specifically in the subject of history, taught me a lot about how to analyze and think about world events as not just a story, but lessons and why one thing led to another thing. And that has helped me not only in my difficult history classes in high school, but also my difficult English classes where we're analyzing texts.
My critical thinking skills that were ingrained within me from when I was just 4 years old until today have really benefited me in all aspects of my life, academically, religiously. I was never told what to think. I was always encouraged and taught how to think in a positive way.
To us, the most successful graduates are the ones that we see out in the world, understanding their role as a Jew and as a human being in the greater world.